private investigator with his own agency in the state of Florida. I also do security contracting on the side. I am also the progenitor of a couple of networks on Telegram, the Florida Security Union and the American Security Union. And the idea there, I started that at the beginning of the COVID lockdowns. And it was because, when the lockdown started, work dried up. And you had to find a job that made you an essential employee to go not only earn money, but to, just provide for your family. If you have no savings, you are really in deep water. But I was able to hook up with a company out of Texas, and they were moving into Florida, and I was able to staff up their positions and plug my guys in, or people that I knew and people that they knew. And the only criteria was that they had to be somebody that they could vouch for, that wouldn't embarrass them for vouching for them, and that would do us all proud. And it was all about quality, not quantity. So we've grown over the last 4 years. It's slow growth, and we're 400 strong on the security union, the Florida Security Union side. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but mind you, we're talking about quality, not quantity. And we kept it that way, and we've been able to bring in some solid employers out there. They're bringing in the high-end work, the executive protection, workplace violence, so on and so forth. And throughout all this, understand, I don't make anything off this. That wasn't the goal of this. It was in the spirit of camaraderie. I miss the camaraderie that we had in the Corps, and so it's grown since then. Some people may have heard my name outside of Florida as well. I mean, I get calls all the time from all over the place. It's amazing how much people talk in this community, which is not a bad thing, but that's what we need. We need people to talk more and just share knowledge, share experiences, so on and so forth. And in coming together under the new union, the Sheepdog Union, it's going to provide us with collective experience to draw from, and also more importantly, the collective purchasing power that we don't have as individuals. So at the core of it, this is the safety net to cover you on the job, or cover you on and off the job. So the right to bear, you can get right to bear on your own, that's fine. But we already secured a great deal from right to bear that you can't get on your own. We also, because I've been in negotiations with them for months, and they see the vision. It's not just about legal defense fund. It's also about getting us deeply discounted health insurance, deeply discounted medical insurance. I don't know if you live in Florida, God knows you have been getting your car insurance is going through the roof, your house insurance is going through, and it's only going to get worse now that the hurricanes just blew through and destroyed almost everything on the West Coast. It's the cost of living, the inflation going through the roof, all the stuff that's been happening that we're all aware of is making this union essential. It's it's basically we're taking all these issues individually, but if you look at it as a whole, the only solution is for us to come together to get that purchasing power. So the right to bear, they see the vision, they're on board with us. They're so much so that they're helping us to get other things like discounted medical and dental insurance. Again, we're trying to negotiate all this, but we have to start getting the numbers first, so that we can go to these companies with our membership roll in hand and say, look, we have this many members. What can you do for us? And then we shop around from there and let them compete for us instead of us competing for them. But that being said, I wanted to do, I've been trying to, we've had a lot of setbacks. The lease I signed for the office for the Sheepdog Union got flooded with lean. The entire bottom floor got inundated with seawater. Electrical panels, elevator control systems, everything was down there. So I'm scrambling to find another location now. I'm building this airplane in flight. So I'm trying to finish this video. I'm going to connect or merge it, splice it together with another video. I have the privilege of interviewing a friend of mine. I went to get to the protective detail specialist course with him some years back, and he got in a shootout since then, on the job down in Broward, and he had all of the same concerns we all have when we think things could go sideways and we're operating as 1099 contractors. And this is the reason why I went with Right to Bear, because they are offering us coverage that nobody else has. So they're going to, not only will they protect us criminally and civilly, they will give us an 800 number to call 24 hours a day to get legal defense running their way. If you get arrested, they'll bail you out. If they take your gun, they will provide you with another one to keep you working and defending yourself until you go to court. And then I think when you watch Tiny's interview, that's his nickname. I'm gonna leave that. I don't want to publicly post his name. When you watch Tiny's interview, you're gonna understand. I think probably one of the huge portions of the coverage that they're providing is psychological counseling after the incident. I can't tell you how important that is. Even cops go through it, but we don't get that benefit as civilians. So if you watch the interview all the way through, I'm not going to cut out too much, but I am going to try to bleep out a few things. If you watch it all the way through, you'll see the psychological trauma. I wanted him to let it go, to get it all out, just say whatever's on his mind, because you'll see at the end, I mean, he's holding a pillow in front of him, and he is kind of moving back and forth. It's if you're former law enforcement or have a psych background, you'll see that as a protective stance, kind of like when people you approach, they have their arms crossed like that. It's a protective stance. But he struggles through it, and but he gets it all out, and you'll see at the end it's cathartic for him to get it all out. And I can't thank Right to Bear enough for including that in the coverage. The other thing too is, Right to Bear is their parent company is a huge 2A proponent, and they also are part of or have ownership stake in Palmetto State Armory and AAC, American Ammunition Corporation, and amongst other companies. But that's going to play a huge part for us. These guys are legit. They're going to bring a lot to the table, and most importantly, they share our vision. They're excited about this. We're over, like I said, I think stats said we're over 5 million strong licensed security in the United States alone. So, if we can get even half those numbers, I can't see us not getting the deep discounts that we want, that we need. I mean, especially with inflation, it's not stopping anytime soon. But that being said, I hope you all have a great night. I'm going to be ending this video and splicing it directly into Tiny's interview, and I hope you all get something out of it and see why Right to Bear and the other benefits are going to be so important going forward. Thank you very much, and have a great night.